Thank you for being here today. I want to talk about something that we often overlook in our fast-paced, goal-oriented world, the art of allowing. The idea that sometimes the best things in life come not when we chase them relentlessly, but when we let them come to us naturally. Trusting the process is a principle deeply rooted in the rhythms of nature and the inherent flow of life. It invites us to let go of the constant need for control and to have faith that events will unfold in their own time and manner. In a world driven by instant gratification, this concept may seem counterintuitive, but its power lies in fostering a sense of peace, resilience, and alignment with the natural order. When we say trust the process, it's not about passivity or surrendering to fate. Instead, it's about understanding that life operates in cycles and phases, much like the seasons. Spring does not rush to become summer, and the tides do not hasten their ebb and flow. Everything in nature follows a rhythm, and so does life. Trusting the process means acknowledging that there is a larger picture, one that may not always be visible to us in the moment, but one that is always unfolding in the background. At its core, trusting the process is an exercise in patience and faith. Often we want immediate results. We set goals and expect to see outcomes instantaneously, forgetting that growth, healing, or success takes time. This impatience can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even a sense of failure when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like. However, when we shift our perspective and recognize that each step, no matter how small, contributes to the journey, we begin to appreciate the unfolding process. Every delay, setback, or challenge becomes an integral part of our growth rather than an obstacle to it. One of the most significant challenges in trusting the process is overcoming the fear of uncertainty. As humans, we are wired to seek security and predictability. The unknown can feel daunting, and this fear often drives us to micromanage every aspect of our lives. However, the beauty of trusting the process lies in embracing uncertainty as a space of infinite possibilities. When we relinquish our need for control, we make room for unexpected opportunities, serendipitous encounters, and outcomes that might surpass our original expectations. Under the example of planting a seed, a gardener does not dig up the soil every day to check if the seed is sprouting. Instead, they trust that with the right care, sunlight, water, and time, the seed will grow into a plant. Similarly, when we trust the process, we nurture our goals and desires with consistent effort and positive energy, but resist the urge to rush or overanalyze their progress. This trust creates a space for things to flourish naturally. Another aspect of trusting the process is understanding the interconnectedness of events. Life is not linear. It is a web of experiences, relationships, and actions that are intricately connected. Sometimes what seems like a detour or setback is in fact a necessary part of the journey. It may teach us a lesson, build our resilience, or prepare us for an opportunity we're yet to encounter. Trusting the process means believing that every experience, whether joyous or challenging, contributes to our growth and eventual success. This mindset also requires self-compassion. Often we are our harshest critics, berating ourselves for perceived failures or slow progress. However, trusting the process involves treating ourselves with kindness and recognizing that growth is not always visible or measurable in the short term. It's about celebrating small victories and understanding that each moment is a stepping stone toward the bigger picture. In nature, the verkligt verkligt found the particle so that's which is the two about so fast that can yes the table. It's a practical way to cultivate trust in the process is through mindfulness. By staying present and focused on the here and now, we can release the worry and doubt that often accompany long-term goals. Mindfulness helps us appreciate the journey rather than fixating on the destination. It reminds us that life is happening right now, and by being fully engaged in the present, we can find joy and fulfillment even as we work toward our dreams. Trusting the process also fosters resilience. Life is rarely a straight path, and challenges are inevitable. When we embrace the idea that difficulties are part of the process, we develop the strength to navigate them with grace and perseverance. We stop seeing obstacles as signs of failure and instead view them as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow. Trusting the process is about surrendering to the flow of life while remaining committed to our goals. It's about finding balance, putting in the effort where it's needed, but also stepping back and allowing things to unfold naturally. When we trust the process, we align ourselves with the rhythms of the universe, creating a sense of harmony and ease in our lives. This trust is not a sign of weakness or passivity. It is a profound strength that comes from understanding and embracing the nature of life itself. Setting intentions without turning them into obsessions is an essential practice for living a balanced, fulfilling life. And it's about finding the sweet spot between clarity and detachment, knowing what you want, but not being so fixated on it that you close yourself off to other possibilities or create unnecessary stress. This approach allows you to focus your energy productively while remaining open to the flow of life, enabling opportunities to come to you in unexpected and often better ways than you could have planned. When you set an intention, you define your desires and aspirations with clarity. It's a deliberate act of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with a specific goal. This clarity is essential because it gives you a sense of direction and purpose. Without clear intentions, it's easy to feel lost or aimless, moving through life without focus. Intentions act as a guiding light, helping you prioritize what truly matters and make decisions that align with your values and dreams. However, setting intentions becomes problematic when it transforms into an obsession. Obsession arises when we attach ourselves too tightly to a particular outcome, believing that our happiness or success depends solely on achieving it in a specific way or time frame. This rigid attachment creates pressure and anxiety as we become consumed by the fear of failure or the need for control. Instead of enjoying the journey, we become preoccupied with the end result, often to the detriment of our mental and emotional well-being. For example, imagine you set the intention to land a particular job. Setting the intention is a positive step. It clarifies your goal and motivates you to take actions like updating your resume, networking, and preparing for interviews. But if you become obsessed with getting that job, you might overthink every detail, stress about things beyond your control, or feel devastated if the opportunity doesn't materialize. This fixation not only diminishes your sense of peace, but also blinds you to other potential paths that could lead to equally rewarding outcomes. To avoid this trap, it's important to strike a balance between intention and detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about your goals. It means releasing the need to control every aspect of the process or to achieve a specific outcome at all costs. It's about trusting that once you've set your intention and taken inspired action, the universe will respond in its own time and way. This mindset allows you to stay open to new possibilities, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain a sense of inner peace regardless of external outcomes. Practicing detachment requires cultivating patience and faith. When we set an intention, we often expect immediate results, forgetting that some things take time to unfold. Patience helps us stay calm and focused during the waiting period, while faith reassures us that the right opportunities will come at the right time. This doesn't mean we sit back and do nothing. Rather, it means we take consistent, meaningful action while trusting the process and letting go of the need for constant validation or immediate success. Another key aspect of setting intentions without obsessing is maintaining a flexible mindset. Life is full of surprises, and things don't always go according to plan. When we're overly attached to a specific outcome, we may miss out on better opportunities that come our way. Flexibility allows us to adapt to unexpected changes and recognize that detours can lead to destinations we hadn't considered, but that may align even more closely with our true desires. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating this balance. By staying present in the moment, we can focus on the steps we're taking today without becoming overly fixated on the future. Mindfulness also helps us recognize when our thoughts are becoming obsessive, allowing us to redirect our energy toward more constructive and fulfilling pursuits. It encourages us to celebrate small victories along the way, reinforcing the idea that progress is more important than perfection. Setting intentions without obsessing also involves letting go of the fear of failure. Fear often drives us to cling tightly to our goals, believing that anything less than complete success is unacceptable. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a natural part of the journey. When we embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, we can approach our intentions with a sense of curiosity and resilience rather than fear and desperation. That gratitude is another practice that supports this balanced approach. When we're grateful for what we already have, we're less likely to obsess over what we don't yet have. Gratitude shifts our focus from lack to abundance, helping us appreciate the present moment and recognize the progress we've already made. This positive mindset creates a sense of fulfillment and attracts more opportunities aligned with our intentions. Setting intentions without obsessing is about aligning your energy with your goals while remaining open and adaptable. It's about trusting that life has a way of bringing you what you need when you're ready for it. But by releasing attachment to specific outcomes and focusing on the journey, you create space for growth, discovery, and unexpected blessings. This approach not only enhances your chances of success, but also allows you to enjoy the process, making the pursuit of your dreams a more joyful and rewarding experience. Practicing patience is an invaluable skill in a world that often demands instant results. It is a deliberate and conscious act of allowing time to play its part in the unfolding of events. Patience is not about passivity or waiting idly. Rather, it is about fostering an inner calm and resilience that enables you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. It is the understanding that all things, big or small, require time to mature, grow, and reach their full potential. In many aspects of life, the natural pace of progress cannot be hurried. Growth and transformation occur in their own time, much like a seed slowly germinates into a plant. The process is intricate and delicate, requiring the right conditions and care. Similarly, our goals, aspirations, and desires need patience to come to fruition. Impatience often arises when we fixate on immediate outcomes, overlooking the fact that some of the most significant achievements in life are the result of sustained effort and time. Patience serves as a powerful counterbalance to the pressures of modern life. In an era dominated by instant gratification, where everything from food to information is accessible at the push of a button, it can be challenging to embrace the slower rhythms of personal growth and accomplishment. Yet rushing through life often leads to shallow experiences and missed opportunities. By practicing patience, we allow ourselves to engage more deeply with the present moment and appreciate the process of becoming. The process of becoming. One of the most profound aspects of patience is its ability to foster emotional resilience. Life is filled with setbacks, delays, and challenges that can test our resolve. Without patience, these obstacles can become sources of frustration and despair. However, when we cultivate patience, we learn to view such moments as temporary and even necessary for growth. This perspective enables us to persevere through difficulties without losing sight of our long-term goals. Patience also encourages mindfulness and self-awareness. When we are impatient, our focus is often fixated on the future, on what we want to achieve or acquire. This forward-focused mindset can detract from our ability to fully experience and appreciate the present moment. Patience, on the other hand, grounds us in the here and now. It allows us to savor the journey rather than rushing to the destination. By being present, we can recognize and celebrate the small steps and incremental progress that ultimately lead to larger successes. Five issues of the past be patient. Another essential aspect of patience is its role in building and in maintaining healthy relationships. Relationships, whether personal or professional, thrive on understanding, empathy, and the ability to give others the time and space they need. So patience can strain relationships, leading to miscommunication, frustration, and conflict. Patience, however, creates a foundation of trust and respect, allowing relationships to deepen and flourish over time. Patience also helps us develop a greater sense of trust in ourselves and others and in the natural order of life. When we practice patience, we acknowledge that we do not have control over everything. That this acceptance reduces anxiety and fosters a sense of peace. Trusting that things will unfold as they should in their own time helps us let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what we control. Practicing patience does not mean suppressing ambition or delaying action. It involves taking consistent and purposeful steps toward our goals while allowing room for the process to evolve naturally. This balance between action and patience is essential for sustainable growth. When we rush or force outcomes, we risk burnout, disappointment, or incomplete results. Patience ensures that our efforts are steady, thoughtful, and aligned with our true intentions. A practical way to cultivate patience is through mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing. These activities help us slow down, center our thoughts, and develop a greater awareness of the present moment. The journaling can also be a helpful tool for reflecting on moments of impatience and identifying patterns in our thoughts and behaviors. By recognizing when and why we feel impatient, we can consciously choose to respond with patience instead. Gratitude is another powerful ally in practicing patience. When we focus on what we already have and appreciate the progress we've made, we are less likely to feel the urgency to achieve more immediately. Gratitude shifts our mindset from one of lack to one of abundance, helping us remain patient as we continue working toward our goals. Patience also teaches us to embrace the unexpected. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and unexpected changes can feel like setbacks. However, patience allows us to adapt and find value in these detours. So often, the lessons learned and the resilience gained from navigating unplanned circumstances are even more valuable than achieving the original goal. Our practicing patience is an act of self-care and empowerment. It is a reminder that the most meaningful things in life, whether they are relationships, personal growth, or professional success, cannot be rushed. By embracing patience, we honor the natural flow of life and give ourselves the time and space to grow, evolve, and achieve our goals at a pace that is both sustainable and fulfilling. Releasing control over every aspect of life is a transformative practice that can lead to profound inner peace and fulfillment. It does not mean surrendering to passivity or giving up on goals, but rather recognizing and respecting the natural flow of life. The five control, while often necessary in specific contexts, can become a source of stress and limitation when we attempt to micromanage outcomes or resist the unpredictable nature of existence. Letting go of this need for constant control allows us to embrace uncertainty with grace and opens the door to possibilities that might otherwise remain hidden. The desire for control is deeply ingrained in human nature. It offers a sense of security and predictability in an often chaotic world. We strive to organize our lives, plan for the future, and shape our surroundings to align with our preferences and desires. While this is natural and can be productive, it can also lead to frustration and anxiety when things do not go as planned. Life, by its very nature, is unpredictable, and no amount of control can eliminate the element of surprise or the potential for change. Letting go of control starts with acknowledging the limits of our influence. It requires humility to accept that some things are beyond our reach, whether it's the behavior of others, the timing of opportunities, or unforeseen events. This realization is not a sign of weakness, but a wisdom. It allows us to shift our focus from what we cannot change to what we can influence: our actions, attitudes, and responses. By directing our energy toward these aspects, we become more effective in navigating life's challenges. One of the most significant benefits of releasing control is the reduction of stress and anxiety. The constant effort to dictate outcomes can be exhausting, creating a perpetual state of tension. Letting go of this need brings relief as we no longer feel responsible for every detail or outcome. Instead, we can trust that life will unfold in its own time and way. This trust fosters a sense of inner calm and resilience, enabling us to face uncertainty with greater confidence. Letting go of control also enhances our ability to adapt. When we cling rigidly to specific plans or expectations, we limit our capacity to respond creatively to unexpected changes. Flexibility is a hallmark of growth and success, allowing us to pivot when circumstances demand it. By releasing control, we remain open to new paths and opportunities that may align more closely with our true desires and values. Another profound aspect of releasing control is the impact it has on our relationships. Attempts to control others, whether through manipulation, persuasion, or coercion, often lead to conflict and resentment. People value their autonomy, and efforts to dictate their behavior can strain even the closest bonds. By letting go of the need to control others, we create space for mutual respect, trust, and genuine connection. This approach fosters healthier, more harmonious relationships as we learn to accept people as they are rather than trying to mold them into what we want them to be. Releasing control also allows us to experience life more fully. When we are preoccupied with managing every detail, we may miss out on the beauty of spontaneity and the joy of the present moment. Letting go enables us to engage with life as it is rather than as we think it should be. This openness to experience enriches our lives, making room for wonder, discovery, and gratitude. The process of letting go is not always easy. It requires self-awareness, patience, and a willingness to confront fears. Often the need for control is rooted in fear of failure, rejection, loss, or uncertainty. By examining these fears and addressing them with compassion, we can begin to loosen their grip. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help us cultivate this awareness and develop a more relaxed and accepting attitude. Trust is another key element in releasing control. It involves trusting ourselves, trusting others, and trusting the natural flow of life. This trust does not mean blind faith or passivity. Rather, it is a deep confidence that we can navigate whatever comes our way. It is the belief that life has a way of working out, even if it doesn't follow our plans. This trust allows us to approach challenges with curiosity and optimism, knowing that each experience has value and meaning. Releasing control is an act of liberation. It frees us from the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable and allows us to focus on what truly matters. It opens our hearts and minds to the richness of life, enabling us to embrace uncertainty as an opportunity for growth rather than a source of fear. By letting go of control, we create space for authenticity, creativity, and connection, paving the way for a life that is not only more peaceful, but also more aligned with our deepest aspirations. Trusting the timing of life is a profound practice that requires faith, patience, and an understanding of the natural rhythm of existence. Life unfolds in its own time, often in ways that are beyond our comprehension or control. When we trust this timing, we align ourselves with a sense of flow and harmony, allowing events, opportunities, and relationships to manifest when they are truly meant to. This trust is not about passively waiting for things to happen, but about cultivating a deep belief that everything occurs at the right moment for our growth and evolution. So one of the most challenging aspects of trusting life's timing is relinquishing the urge to force outcomes. In a world that often emphasizes hustle, immediate results, and constant productivity, it can feel counterintuitive to let go and allow things to take their natural course. Yet forcing or rushing outcomes often leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. When we push too hard against the natural flow, we risk creating resistance and missing out on the subtle signs and opportunities that life presents. Trusting the timing of life requires patience, a willingness to wait and to endure periods of uncertainty or delay. This patience is not about passivity. It is an active process of maintaining faith and continuing to work toward our goals without the anxiety of immediate results. For instance, planting a seed does not yield a tree overnight. The seed must be nurtured, given time, and allowed to grow at its own pace. Similarly, our aspirations, relationships, and personal growth need time to mature and come to fruition. A key component of trusting life's timing is understanding that delays and setbacks are often blessings in disguise. What may seem like obstacles can be opportunities for reflection, learning, or preparation. These moments can help us build resilience, refine our goals, or gain clarity about what truly matters. For example, a missed job opportunity might lead to a more fulfilling career path later, or a delayed relationship might emerge at a time when both individuals are ready to fully commit. Trusting the timing means believing that life has a way of aligning circumstances for our highest good, even if it does not appear so in the moment. Another important aspect is cultivating awareness and presence. When we are overly focused on the future or fixated on achieving specific outcomes, we can become blind to the opportunities and beauty of the present moment. Trusting the timing of life involves embracing where we are right now, recognizing that each step of the journey has its own value and purpose. This presence allows us to fully experience and appreciate the process rather than constantly yearning for the next milestone. Trusting life's timing also involves releasing the need for comparison. It is easy to feel disheartened when we see others achieving goals or milestones that we desire. Social media and societal pressures can amplify this sense of inadequacy, making us question whether we are falling behind. However, everyone's journey is unique, and comparing ourselves to others only distracts us from our own path. Trusting the timing of life means recognizing that our timeline is ours alone, and that we are exactly where we need to be. So this practice also calls for a deep sense of faith in ourselves, in the universe, or in a higher power. This faith acts as an anchor during times of uncertainty, helping us remain grounded and optimistic. It allows us to let go the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead embrace the idea that things are unfolding as they should. This does not mean adopting a fatalistic attitude, but rather developing a partnership with life where effort and trust coexist harmoniously. And to trust life's timing, it is essential to let go of rigid expectations. Setting goals and having aspirations are important, but clinging too tightly to specific outcomes or deadlines can lead to disappointment and frustration. Life often has a way of surprising us, and flexibility allows us to adapt and grow. When we release the need to control every detail, we open ourselves to possibilities that might exceed our original plans. And one way to cultivate trust in life's timing is through mindfulness and gratitude. By focusing on the present and acknowledging the blessings in our lives, we can shift our perspective from what is lacking to what is abundant. What is abundant? And gratitude helps us recognize that every experience, even the challenging ones, contributes to our growth and understanding. This mindset fosters a sense of trust and contentment, making it easier to embrace life's natural rhythms. Trusting the timing of life is a practice of surrender and acceptance. It is about aligning with the belief that everything happens for a reason, at the right time, and in the right way. This trust liberates us from unnecessary stress and anxiety, allowing us to move through life with greater ease and joy. By embracing this mindset, we create space for miracles, opportunities, and growth, enabling us to live the life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Practicing gratitude for what we have while remaining open to new possibilities is a powerful way to live with fulfillment and optimism. Gratitude shifts our perspective from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, allowing us to appreciate the richness of our current circumstances. At the same time, staying open to new opportunities ensures that we remain adaptable and receptive to the unfolding possibilities of life. This balance between appreciation and openness creates a dynamic state where we are both grounded in the present and hopeful for the future. Gratitude is a transformative practice that begins with recognizing and appreciating what we already have. It invites us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. whether it's the warmth of the sun. By consciously acknowledging these blessings, we train our minds to seek out and emphasize the good rather than dwelling on what is missing or imperfect. This practice cultivates a sense of contentment and reduces the urge to constantly seek external validation or fulfillment. Gratitude also has a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress and anxiety, improved relationships, and greater overall happiness. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we develop a deeper sense of satisfaction with our lives. This shift in perspective helps us avoid the trap of comparing ourselves to others or measuring our worth based on material possessions or achievements. Instead, gratitude roots us in the present, reminding us that we are enough as we are. However, practicing gratitude does not mean settling for less or becoming complacent. While it is essential to appreciate the present, it is equally important to remain open to growth, change, and new opportunities. Life is a dynamic process, and holding space for new possibilities allows us to evolve and expand. This openness requires a mindset of curiosity and adaptability, where we view challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than obstacles to overcome. Being open to new possibilities also involves releasing limiting beliefs and expectations. Sometimes our rigid ideas about what we think we want or need can prevent us from recognizing opportunities that are aligned with our deeper aspirations. For example, we might cling to the idea of a specific career path or relationship, only to find that life offers us something even better when we let go of those constraints. By staying open and flexible, we create room for unexpected blessings to enter our lives. Balancing gratitude with openness is particularly powerful in times of uncertainty or transition. When we face challenges or setbacks, it can be easy to focus on what is lacking or what has gone wrong. Practicing gratitude during these times helps us stay grounded and resilient, reminding us of the resources and strengths we already possess. At the same time, remaining open to new possibilities encourages us to see the silver linings in difficult situations and to explore creative solutions. This balance also enhances our relationships. Gratitude fosters appreciation for the people in our lives, helping us acknowledge their contributions and express our thanks. This strengthens bonds and creates an atmosphere of mutual respect and affection. Simultaneously, staying open to new connections and experiences allows us to expand our social circles and enrich our lives through diverse perspectives and interactions, whether it's deepening existing relationships or forming new ones. This approach creates a sense of community and belonging. A practical way to integrate gratitude and openness into daily life is through intentional reflection. Journaling, for example, is a powerful tool for recording the things we are grateful for, while also setting intentions for future growth. By regularly reviewing our blessings and aspirations, we create a habit of balancing appreciation with forward-thinking optimism. Similarly, meditation and mindfulness practices can help us cultivate a sense of presence and awareness, enabling us to notice and appreciate the beauty in both the ordinary and the extraordinary moments of life. Trusting the process is another crucial element of this practice. Life does not always unfold according to our plans, and there will inevitably be times when we feel uncertain or disheartened. In these moments, gratitude reminds us of what we have to be thankful for, while openness encourages us to trust that new opportunities are on the horizon. This trust creates a sense of hope and resilience, helping us navigate the ebb and flow of life with grace and confidence. Practicing gratitude while staying open to new possibilities is about embracing life in its entirety. It is about finding joy in the present while remaining excited for the future. This duality allows us to live with a sense of balance and harmony, where we can savor what we have without limiting ourselves to what is. By cultivating this mindset, we unlock the potential for a life that is both deeply satisfying and endlessly inspiring.